I'm Sarah Edwards, and this is my classroom description, iMovie, and analysis. As part of my fieldwork experience, I was assigned a preschool classroom at Long Early Learning Center. There are a total of 20 boys and girls in the classroom, ranging from ages 4 to 5. The classroom ratio of boys to girls is almost equal, with 11 boys and 9 girls. Over half of the class would be classified as Hispanic or Latino ethnicity. The rest of the students in the class are either of African descent or Caucasian. All students in the classroom speak English, but 2 of the students have English as their second language. Their first languages are either Swahili or Spanish. The majority of the students come from a low socioeconomic background. Mrs. K, the teacher of the classroom, speaks only English with her students, but uses some sign language to remind her students to listen. Her assistants are usually fluent in both English and Spanish. I've heard them speak both to the children. Kaiser and Razminsky write about a loving community in Chapter 7 of Challenging Behavior in Young Children. On page 128, they explained, "The time you invest in helping everyone find a place in the inclusive us will pay off. Children will feel valued as individuals and members of the group, motivated to learn, and more inclined to behave appropriately." After a few observations in my classroom, I have seen that my teacher has done many things to make the classroom feel like home and feel like family. The classroom is a safe place. Every morning, the students choose a way to greet their teacher as they arrive. They must move their personal marker to "at school" instead of "at home." When they move their marker to school, they choose a commitment to have listening ears, a helping hand, kind words, or big voices. As I have been in the classroom, I have also seen the students take on their specific role for the week. For example, the students have taken the roles of motor lab helpers, line leaders, attendance takers, and center helpers. Whether the students are greeting the teacher, choosing a commitment, or playing out the role in the classroom, these activities foster a respect for their peers in the class as well as the teacher. When I walk in the classroom, I even feel like part of the family. Kaiser and Razminsky wrote, "Children are quick to observe their teacher's affect and body language. Our teacher always refers to the students as friends. She is approachable and gentle." Student names are posted in several locations, including the word wall, a cubby area for papers to take home, and where they hang up their backpacks and jackets. Mrs. K has a bulletin board of pictures of all the children and their families in the very front of the room. The walls and ceilings are covered in student creation and artwork. She always is warm and welcoming and inviting the parents to stay and help their kids get situated. When conflicts arrive, the teachers move in calmly to separate the children. In order to resolve conflict, I've observed them asking the students to use their words. When a child gets really out of control, Mrs. K does her best to keep the class focused on what she's doing, while the assistant tries to calm them down. Predictability is another way to make the environment feel safe, along with procedures and transitions. In Chapter 8, page 153 of Challenging Behavior in Young Children, Kaiser and Razminsky state, "When we let our children know of our expectations, they find it easier to function and behave appropriately. In my assigned classroom, the schedules are posted, the routine is set, play is crucial, and transitions are mostly effective. The kids always know what is about to happen. Every day when they walk in, they go over to hang up their backpacks, find a sheet with their name on it and practice writing, brush their teeth, go to the bathroom, and find a spot at the table to start their activity. That is their morning routine every day. The schedule is posted, but I have never seen her go over it. That is one thing I would change in my future classroom. I will go over the schedule and calendar every day so that my students know if something has changed." Center time is when she allows the children to play and be creative. Play is vital in the preschool classroom. According to Kaiser and Razminsky on page 161, play enables children to make sense of the world, express and regulate their thoughts and feelings, understand themselves and others, solve problems, and overcome challenges, all of which develop their competence and self-confidence. The classroom has several centers: a block center, a kitchen and dress-up center, a puzzle center, a fine motor center, a listening center, and a few others. The children are given the freedom to choose which center they get to play in for the day. The one aspect that might need some improvement is transitions. When it's time to transition, I have seen my teacher turn off the lights or start singing. That is a great plan, and most of the kids roll with it. My idea is to give them a 1-minute warning with the flicker of the light and teach the cleanup song to all of the children to get them more involved. A few times when I've been there, the teacher was singing, but I couldn't even hear her. It would be more effective if everyone chimed in so they knew exactly what they were supposed to be doing. Kaiser and Razminski also discuss how teachers should have an organized environment. In their book on page 150, they say, in order to make the children feel safe and comfortable, it is crucial that we provide the appropriate physical environment for them. As long as I have been in the preschool room, I have seen a beautifully structured environment. The boxes on the shelves are perfectly aligned. They are all the same size and shape and covered on the front with white paper. The room is always clean when it needs to be. There are multiple tables and seating in the classroom for children to comfortably work collaboratively in groups or with a partner. Every station has a label and a visual aid. Each shelf has a visual aid to show students where each object belongs. Everything has its place, even the children. When they are doing carpet time, they each have a specific rectangle to sit in. If they are going somewhere, they know to stand on one of the paw prints for the line. Mrs. K also has the number of students labeled for each center so they don't become overwhelmed. In my future classroom, I hope to be as organized and inviting as my teacher is right now. She is patient when they get upset and encourages them to do their best. The environment that she makes allows the children to feel safe and taken care of. One of the things I like most about her classroom is that all of the space is dedicated to the students. They have a huge carpet to sit on with their own spots designated. They have several large group tables and a few tiny tables for 2 students to partner together. She has a teacher desk in the very corner of the room, but I have never seen her sit there. Mrs. K walks around the classroom asking the students questions and guiding them to higher level thinking. There will always be problems and ideas to tweak and improve, but this classroom is a positive place for me to be, and I am enjoying learning in it so far.